the greatest heist of ancient times. In the shadowed annals of ancient history, amidst the grandeur of empires and the splendor of monumental achievements, there lies a tale of audacity, cunning, and unparalleled deception. It is the story of the greatest heist of ancient times, an event so shrouded in mystery that it has captivated historians and storytellers for millennia. The setting: the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, was a marvel of engineering and devotion. Built around 550 BCE, it stood as a testament to human ingenuity and the devotion of the Lydians to their goddess, Artemis. The temple was adorned with intricate sculptures, towering columns, and treasures beyond imagination: gold, silver, jewels, and offerings from pilgrims who traveled across the ancient world to seek Artemis's favor. Ephesus, a bustling city on the western coast of Asia Minor, was a hub of commerce and culture. The temple was not only a place of worship but also a bank, housing the wealth of the region's elite and safeguarding it under the watchful eyes of priests and guards. It was here, amidst the splendor and sanctity, that one of history's most audacious crimes unfolded. The mastermind, Glaucus of Rhodes. Glaucus of Rhodes, a name whispered in fear and admiration, was a man of humble origins who rose to infamy through his brilliance and audacity. Born to a family of sailors, Glaucus had a keen mind for strategy and an unparalleled ability to manipulate those around him. By his early 20s, he had established himself as a leader of a band of mercenaries who operated in the shadows, taking contracts from the highest bidder. But Glaucus's ambitions far exceeded the petty thefts and skirmishes that characterized the lives of his contemporaries. He dreamed of a single monumental act that would secure his name in the annals of history and his fortune for generations. The Temple of Artemis, with its unimaginable wealth, became the focus of his obsession. Planning the heist took years. Glaucus immersed himself in the life of Ephesus, disguising himself as a trader from distant Rhodes. He gained the trust of merchants, befriended priests, and even contributed to the temple's treasury, all the while gathering intelligence on its defenses and layout. The temple was heavily guarded. Its treasures were stored in chambers protected by thick stone walls and intricate locking mechanisms. The priests, devout and vigilant, were known for their unwavering loyalty to Artemis. Glaucus knew that brute force was not an option. Instead, he devised a plan that relied on deception, misdirection, and flawless execution. Glaucus's plan hinged on exploiting the temple's own religious rituals. During the annual festival of Artemis, when thousands of pilgrims flocked to Ephesus, the temple would be at its most vulnerable. The festivities, processions, and sacrifices created a perfect storm of chaos and distraction. To ensure every detail was accounted for, Glaucus studied the timing of the rituals, the movements of the guards, and the routines of the priests. He even sent spies to learn the habits of the high priest, who held the keys to the inner sanctum. Every piece of information was meticulously catalogued and analyzed. The execution. As the festival began, Glaucus's men infiltrated the city in small groups, posing as pilgrims, merchants, and entertainers. Each had a specific role to play, from spreading rumors to creating diversions. Glaucus himself took on the guise of a wealthy benefactor, donating a lavish golden statue to the temple as a tribute to Artemis. The night of the heist was chosen with precision. As the city celebrated with feasting and revelry, Glaucus and his men put their plan into action. A staged fire in the market drew the attention of the city's guards, leaving the temple with minimal protection. At the same time, a carefully orchestrated brawl among pilgrims in the temple courtyard created further confusion. Using forged keys and the knowledge he had painstakingly gathered, Glaucus and a small team of trusted allies entered the inner sanctum of the temple. They worked quickly and silently, removing gold, jewels, and sacred artifacts. To avoid detection, they replaced some of the treasures with expertly crafted replicas, buying themselves precious time before the theft was discovered. The heist was not without challenges. One of the guards, alerted by the commotion outside, returned to the temple unexpectedly. Glaucus's men had to act swiftly, subduing the guard without raising an alarm. Their ability to adapt to unforeseen circumstances was a testament to the meticulous training and discipline Glaucus had instilled in them. The escape. The escape was as meticulously planned as the heist itself. Glaucus's men used underground tunnels, known only to a few, to transport the loot to a hidden cove where a fleet of ships awaited. By dawn, they had vanished, leaving behind a city in turmoil and a mystery that would baffle authorities for years. The priests of Artemis were devastated. The loss of the temple's treasures was not only a financial blow but also a spiritual one. The people of Ephesus were outraged, demanding answers and retribution. Despite their best efforts, the authorities could find no trace of Glaucus or his men. Meanwhile, Glaucus and his band sailed across the Aegean, evading pursuit and scattering the loot among various hidden locations. They used false identities and bribed officials to ensure their tracks were covered. Glaucus's reputation grew, but so did the mystery surrounding him. He became a legend, a ghostly figure whose name evoked both admiration and fear. The aftermath. The heist of the Temple of Artemis sent shockwaves across the ancient world. It became the subject of countless legends and myths, with each telling adding new layers of intrigue and embellishment. Some claimed that Glaucus had been aided by the gods themselves, while others believed he had used dark magic to achieve his goals. For Glaucus, the heist was the culmination of a lifetime of ambition. With his newfound wealth, he disappeared into obscurity, leaving no clues about his whereabouts. Some say he retired to a secluded island, living out his days in luxury. Others believe he used his riches to fund further exploits, becoming a shadowy figure whose influence extended across the Mediterranean. Legacy. The heist of the Temple of Artemis remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. It is a testament to the ingenuity and daring of those who dared to challenge the gods and defy the odds. While Glaucus's name has faded into obscurity, his legacy lives on as a symbol of audacity and brilliance. In the end, the greatest heist of ancient times is not just a story of theft but a reflection of the timeless human desire for wealth, power, and immortality. It reminds us that even in the face of overwhelming odds, there are those who will risk everything for a chance to etch their names into history. This story continues to inspire modern interpretations, from plays and novels to films and academic studies. The Temple of Artemis itself, though long destroyed, remains a symbol of human achievement and the fragility of even the most enduring monuments. And the question lingers, what truly happened to Glaucus and his ill-gotten fortune? The answer may forever remain buried in the sands of time, a secret kept by the ages. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the greatest heist of ancient times. If you enjoyed uncovering the mystery and thrill of this legendary story, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think Glaucus outsmarted everyone, or was it just luck? Share your theories in the comments below. And if you know someone who loves epic tales of history and adventure, hit that share button and spread the story far and wide. Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our next dive into history's most fascinating stories. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.